Happy second day of spring, everybody.
Thank you. It's slowly getting warmer. That's so nice. David, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Donna. All things considered. I'm not doing push-ups yet, but I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Good.
I'm functioning pretty well.
Good.
So,
Good to hear.
yeah, thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I love those two dancers. They must have been brothers. They were twins or something like that. The Irish dancers.
Yeah, the Irish dancers. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, it was so cool. I watched that a couple of times.
Yeah, I like when people have a little fun with the traditional stuff.
They're quite talented.
Good morning, Hemant. Good morning, Meredith.
Morning, Donna.
How are you doing?
Everybody. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today.
Sure does. Robbie, you got in. Good. Okay, you're muted. Robbie, you're muted.
Yeah, no problem this time. I don't know what happened last week. I kept getting a would not load or page can't be found or something.
Oh,
So went easy peasy this morning. Thank you.
good. Good. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Donna.
Good morning, Giovanna.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Hola, Ali.
Good morning, Donna.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
No se te escucha, Ale.
Geshe Kellick is here.
Buen día, gracias.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gisela.
Good morning, Ramula. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Venerable Tenzin Lamo. Good morning, Meredith. Good morning, Panditji. Good morning, Venerable Kelsang. Good morning, President Alex. President Sandra. Good morning, Watkin. Good morning. Good morning, Susie. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, David. Good morning, Govina. Good morning, Elise. Good morning, Gabi. Good morning, Chetan. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good to see you again. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Elise. Good morning, Meta. Good morning, Bodhisattva Patrick. Good morning, Joanna. Good morning, Sheila Ninja. What's the name of your dog?
Mina.
Mina.
Yeah.
Oh, nice name, Mina. Good morning, William. Are you meditating in somewhere in Nepal on Himalayan mountain?
Oh,
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Mary.
Morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Arlene. Good morning, Fanenda. Good morning, Joy. And good morning, anybody watching on YouTube. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, begin with a short prayer.
We'll start with Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. Eyata mune mune maha munaye soha. Eyata mune mune maha munaye soha. Teyata mune mune maha munaye soha.
Others go, Alhamdulillah. Please pray for one of our member, very just dog, Nala. She has cancer. And one of our member, Tom's friend, recently passed away. Pray for him to obtain higher rebirth. met the Dharma at very young age and met perfectly qualified teachers like Arya Nagarjuna, Arya Asanka. So then able to actualize entire lumbering path within, his mind stream. So then, of course, please also pray for all the people who lost their life because of this pandemic, and people are still struggling with their life, because of this pandemic, and all the people who are, physically, mentally struggling because of this, pandemic. It's over yet, and some part of the world is like numbers increasing, and anxiety, the stress, the fear that people go through. Please pray. If it's possible, so then please visualize the form of light, dark, bright, dark blue, dark, bright blue, color. The medicine Buddha on your crown, color is like a bright, dark blue. How you say it now, like till we reach shamatha, and of course it's like not easy to visualize anything. It's not easy, but we do have a lot of mental image. It's not like that. We don't have any idea how to create mental image. It's not true. We have all kinds of mental image. Some of them are crystal clear, but not much beneficial. But we have mental image. So here, what are we trying to do is we're trying to create medicine Buddha, like image on every single in the crown, every single being's on every single being's crown. We're trying to create medicine Buddha image. That's what we're trying to do. When I say visualize means, right now we are till you reach shamatha, it's not easy to make it like real, but so just to get idea or form up, then when you reach shamatha, so even like the size of lantern, you can visualize entire mandala. Can you imagine that? When you reach shamatha, can you imagine that? So then you can visualize the size of lantern. You can visualize their entire mandala because your concentration is so strong. So much concentration is so strong. So before that, so like maybe. So right now we are creating. We are like with effort. We are trying to create like mental image. That's all what visualization really means. We are trying to create mental image of this healing Buddha on every living being's crown, okay? And color bright blue, rangi chuo, sanje menjelas, kundung ngombos, color bright blue, changye, right hand, supreme giving hand gesture, usually is like this, or like this, not like this, usually like this, comes here, then it goes like this. This is called supreme giving hand gesture for the sake of knowledge. It's called supreme refers to siddhi, spiritual attainment, common, uncommon spiritual attainments, So that related to Vajrayana teachings. So then also like giving, like liberations, full enlightenment, like that. So that, it's like common, like both in Sutrayana, Tantrayana, like giving liberations. not like giving money, so through teachings, to teach, they teach you how to achieve liberation. It's not like, oh, here you go, here's the liberations, take home. It's not like that. Teaching, supreme giving hand gestures, medicine with the right hand, supreme giving hand gestures, Rangi Kyo, Sanjay mentioned. Visualization simply means you're trying to create the image, that's all. And holding some kind of plant, even though there's specific names, Arura, but doesn't matter, medicinal plants. Medicinal plants. Left hand meditative posture like this, holding a ball. That ball contains 3 types of nectars. Arura, in this case, because it's about healing, generally speaking, there are 3 different types of nectars: immortality, medicinal, inexhaustible nectars. In this case, particularly, you visualize medicinal nectars, okay? The bowl is filled with medicinal nectars. That bowl is filled with medicinal nectars. So then while we recite the mantra, so the nectar flows from medicine Buddhas. Some case you visualize light and nectar both. So then Chapter Solomon said, why did you visualize light and nectar both? So this create the cause, the light, visualizing light, create the cause for clear light. Clear light. So the nectar cause, like illusory body. So that's what Chapter Solomon said. For the sake of knowledge. So then some other practice, if you visualize the light as a hollow light. So then from that hollow light, so the nectar flows, then completely purify all the physical sicknesses, mental difficulties, all the complications related to the mind, complications related to the body, completely purifies. Then you physically, mentally become very healthy. Then you can do more good things in order to benefit all certain things. That's the primary reason why you want to be physically healthy, mentally healthy, because you want to benefit. You want to liberate yourself from samsara. You want to achieve full enlightenment, betterment of all mother sentient beings. Altruistic attitude, bodhicitta. Because you want to actualize bodhicitta within this very short life. You want to actualize bodhicitta in order to contribute for world peace, better world, peaceful world. Help, that's all. Help, that's all. Help other beings. Okay? So with that, like visualization, with that knowledge, so then we recite the mantra. With that we recite mantra.
Verse of praise. One with equal compassion for all, whose name merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the 3 poisons. I prostrate to medicine Buddha, lapis light. So
when you see or hear the word suffering, it doesn't mean pain, it means problems related to the mind, problems related to the body. Just think about that, okay? Make it bigger. But we are not going to change this translation because that's how they translate. So in Sanskrit, words called dukkha is nothing to do with the pain. is like complications. That's why you want to liberate. Huh? Oh yeah.
So we'll say 21 mantras. We'll say the first 3 out loud and the last one out loud.
Oh yeah.
Teyata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze adza samugate soha. Teyata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze adza samugate soha. Teyata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze Raja samugate soha. Teyatam
Ranza Samoka. Ranza Samoka.
Teyata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze Raja samugate soha. Now,
So that line, so then some other practices mentioned that Ranglu Tangsal shed of jurus. Ranglu, your body. Tangsal means like clear, clean, like crystal glass. That's one some other text mentions. So then after that you visualize that your body become like clean, clear, clean, like crystal glass. Okay, so some other texts mentioned like that. So that's something you can also think about that after you finish the recitation of the mantras. Okay. And then,
and now the 4 immeasurables. Say this in 3 times. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the cause. May all be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Okay, now the Chenrezig mantra is the Buddha of great compassion.
Oh yeah, so again here, all my friends, please, while we recite the Mani mantra, Some of you probably hearing this first time. As I said, that one of the 6-syllable mantra, the mantra without compassions, without compassions. Number-wise, it's only 6 syllables. It's so easy to learn, so easy to learn. But one of the Tibetan king, wrote this book, like probably more than 1,000 pages. It's all about money mantra. Money mantra. So now here again, man, they still use this Sanskrit word. They still use in day-to-day, like spoken language, they still use this word, man. They refer to the mind, the mind. I don't hear in the West, in the Western world, I don't hear when people say like that. In Asia, the people do say, oh, my mind is not happy. The people do say, my mind is not happy. It's nothing to do with the physical body, you're physically fine. People say, my mind is not, I'm not, means I'm not, my mind is not happy. People say. And here, you don't hear people. No, I'm not sure why. If people hear, people say, I'm not happy. So there is very specific. They're very specific. They say, my mind is not happy. Nothing to do with the physical body. They're physical, they are fine. The mind is not happy. Semba means my mind is not happy. Semba, in the Sanskrit, is called man, mantra, man, tra, mantra. Tra is like protect. Protecting the very mind. Sometimes you say, my mind is not happy. That mind, protecting the mind is the meaning of the mantra. That's what mantra means, man. So they're very used, and a lot of Sanskrit words, like kind of dying language now, not many people use, but this particular word, man, still people use. In Nepali language, Hindi language, they still use this word, man. Chit, another word, chit, they still use. I'm not sure in Hindi language, they still use in Nepali language called chit. They still use, means mind, same thing. So mantra here, for the sake of knowledge, mantra means protecting very mind. Occasionally you say, oh, my mind is not happy. That mind, protecting that mind from problems or difficulties. So now here, when we recite the mantra, so of course, let's begin with you from beginning, that's why there's small scope, middle scope, great scope. Small scope, first you need to help yourself. You can't help others. If you can't help yourself, you can't help others. So first you need to learn how to help yourself. That's what the teaching of all small scope is all about, how to help yourself. Mantra. So now when we recite the 6-syllable money mantra, of course this money mantra is all about compassion. So then while we recite the 6-syllable money mantra, please visualize that problem associated with pride and arrogance goes away. First syllable. Second syllable, jealousy, the complications, the unhappiness that caused by jealousy. Then as a subdue or eradicate from your mind stream, okay? Second syllable. Then third syllable, doubt, negative doubt. Or maybe I don't think I could achieve enlightenment. Even Geshe Gelek said in the class many times, Geshe Gelek said, Lama Atija said, Lama Tsonga Bashaja Mune Buddha said, I don't think I can achieve liberation. That kind of doubt, negative doubt, not every doubt, negative doubt. The fourth syllable, number third. Then purify or subdue or eradicate doubt from your mind stream. So then third syllable, then ignorance. Simply so not knowing the fact, cause so many complications. Not knowing the fact cause so many complications. Oh, so that is ignorance. There can be many different types of ignorance, but ignorance about causalities, ignorance about the fact or the reality or truth, ultimate truth. Oh, that. So then fifth, attachment. Every complication that you are going through causes by attachment, subdue, eradicate. Then every complications problem causes by hatred, anger. Then syllable 6. Is that correct, Panditji? Is that correct?
That's correct.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, so that so then while you recite the money mantra, so then very mantra that you're reciting is going to be guided meditations to how to subdue all this 6 different types of cause that the cause that makes our life messy, miserable, messy or miserable. So then you visualize that. So then, of course, then together with, because we are Mahayana practitioners, so that every practice that we do, every recitation we do, every form of spiritual practice that we do, we try to do it based on bodhicitta motivations. Oh. So then it's very important to have altruistic attitude. Altruistic attitude. So then your practice become more practice. Practice will have more substance, more power. Okay, because the intentions is powerful intention. That's the most powerful intentions you can ever develop. But as I mentioned, I think last Sunday, I don't remember. We are not taught. We are not taught. We are taught to get something. We are not taught to give something. We are not taught you will get something by giving. We are not taught. We are not taught. In our school, we are not taught you will get something by giving. We are taught to get as much as possible. If somebody's hurting, doesn't matter. If you need to compete, go ahead and compete. To getting is very important, but giving, there's not much emphasis on giving is the way to getting something now. So then, that's why the bodhicitta, bodhicitta is different. Bodhicitta, idea of bodhicitta or practice of bodhicitta is very foreign to our ear because we are not taught to be kind. We are taught to compete, succeed. If somebody's your success of your company, that's more important. If some other company is going bankrupt, doesn't matter. You should focus on your company. If somebody's go bankrupt, it's okay. It's nothing wrong. Like that kind of idea. So then, cause like problems, cause no problem. So we are now learning giving is the way to get the maximum benefit. Giving. Why? Everybody like to receive something. Why you get maximum benefit by giving? Everybody like to receive something. That's why. Everybody like to receive something, including yourself. Always want to receive something. That's why giving is the way to get maximum benefit. Nobody likes to be taken away something from them. Everybody likes to be received something. Then you are providing them makes them happy. When you see they're happy, then you get maximum benefit. So if your neighbors are happy, it creates easy atmosphere. It creates harmonious atmosphere. If your neighbors are miserable, always complaining, it's kind of, make your life also stressful too. Even though you are the one not doing anything, but the energy that you're around is very much negative. So when you see a smile in people's face, that's like now the energy, the positive energy is manifested in the physical body. That you see people are happy, smiling, it makes you kind of happy. Of course, it reduces the amount of stress, that uncertainty, that not know that person is going to hurt you, and that person smiling, happy, so that person is not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt. When the people feel good, they're not going to hurt anybody. Only people they hurt, they feel insecure, they feel unhappy. That's why the people hurt people. See. So anyway, that's a just sideline. So with the money mantra, so altruistic attitude, bodhicitta attitude. So we are just learning, or maybe giving is the best way to get maximum. The best way to get something for yourself. Okay, so that with that attitude, so then we recite the money mantra, 6-syllable money mantra. Then visualize that each syllable purifies complication that causes by ego, pride, jealousy, doubt, ignorance, attachment, anger. Okay, so then the recitation of the mantra become something productive. So then Lamula will lead.
Read the verse of praise together. Not by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings. To you, Chandresik, all seeing one, I prostrate. So let's chant this 8 times. Om Mani Padme
Alhamdulillah, there's something wrong with your mic. I think your voice keep breaking. I'm not sure that you are staying away from the mic, or I'm not sure. Please, now chant, please.
I'm sorry.
Your voice is much pleasant than my voice. My voice sounds like donkey voice.
Oh no. Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Mani Padme Hum. Now we have the mantra for green Tara. So let's read the verse of praise. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara.
So there is specific fears to be mentioned in Tara practice. Doesn't mean only this 8 fear. Each and every fear. So with that, I say, whatever just Venerable Hamula recite, this is the meaning of the mantra. So with that knowledge, then recite mantra, okay? So they get immense benefit. And also His Holiness the Dalai Lama suggests during this pandemic, reciting Tara mantra will benefit all of us.
So let's chant this 7 times. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 So now Geshe-la would the Refuge in Bodhicitta prayer.
Sanje Chodang Soji Chonam La Chanjo Pardon Dane Kabzon Dagi Chishin Jebe Sonam Nola Benja Zanje If you can follow, if you can repeat after me, that's good. If you cannot repeat after me, don't worry. So whole purpose of doing this refuge in Bodhicitta prayer three times before the class is to set up positive motivations. If you are like, I'm going to listen this to benefit all sentient beings. That this is like guided meditations, supposed to be guided meditation, not supposed to be guided meditation than just simply reciting the word. If you can develop altruistic intentions, so then that's good enough. So that's the whole purpose. Okay. Sanje Chodang Soje Chonam La Chanjo Pardon Dane Dage Chushin Jebe Sonam Jandola Benja Sanje Chodang Soje Chonam La Chanjo Pardon Dane Jabson Dage Chushi Jebe Sonam Jandola Benja Sanje Ando Marajo. It's quite interesting, like, so like, you don't, it's not about worrying, okay, you are not worrying about your talk. You're not worrying about your Dharma talk, how well people are going to receive. Your primary goal is altruistic attitude. That's the most important than anything else. You are not worried about how well you are going to explain, how well you are going to receive by people. These are not main concern. Because you yourself make sure that whatever class that you are going to teach, so that you teach as just to benefit. That's all, just to benefit. That's all. It's not about you. It's about benefiting. So from your side, it's listening, teaching is about not just about you, it's all about benefiting. So that's why you say, listening these teachings, then you dedicate the merit for the betterment of all living beings. At the same time, person who's teaching the class, whatever merit that you're going to create by teachings, so that you're thinking more, your focus on the merit they're going to create by teachings is to benefit all sentient beings. It's not about how well I present, how well I explain, how well people are going to receive. These are not the concern. So that itself, this is a beautiful tradition. It's beautiful traditions that it just automatically reduce the stress, number of stress that you're going to generate over your class. So then how you know that whether your class is going to be beneficial or not is very much depend on karmic connections. So then there's nothing much you can do. Oh, so when Tata me la me ombo na jajin la so chu la chawa jabana. Sanje asura rabdo shi deve ju ba de da shi je tambe chu ne de shi. Namola ye ga da lu da ne jin ge to ba da mi ye ga da do wa kun je do na je do tam je ke do da ke chu den to. So the last stanza, this is about like that you are going to teach in like all language, you are going to teach in all language. So that's what it says in the last second stanza. In practically, so even I cannot teach in English very well. So just visualizing they're teaching in all language. So So then traditionally, according to Giluk tradition, you always has say certain verses from Lama Tsongkhapa teachings, then that's how you start the class. You recite certain verses from Lama Tsongkhapa teachings, so then that's how you start the teachings. Then of course, the heart has been recited before the class. The Lama usually lead the heart chanting. So in some case, just a mantra. So now all my friends here, so are you able to meditate on precious human life daily basis? We want to, you, me, all of us, we want to make progress. We want to accomplish something. Even in the spiritual field, we want to accomplish something. How you become good at, just think about how you become good at something. Doing just one time, probably you are not going to become good at. You are not going to become very good at making authentic Indian tea if you just made one time. Same like pizza or banana cake, apple pie. You do it again, then that's how you become good at. Same thing, all my friends, in the spiritual fields. It's not about, I know what is precious human life. That's not good enough. That's good because you know what is precious human life. It's not questions about, do you understand? Yes. It's not about that. Do you get it? Am I saying correctly? Did you get it? Did you get?
Yes, Geshe-la.
Did you get what precious human life means? Did you get? So that. It's important for all of us in order to, of course, you talk about realization. Same like you gain like realization of making banana cake. You don't have to think much because now you have become so expert. You become so good at. You don't have to measure every single time you have learned. Similar like that. Similar, precious human life. Did you ever wonder why the Lamrim began with the precious human life? Lamrim, even though there's many realizations being laid out after that, it began with the precious human life. Why was that? Because we human has problems. We don't have faith in ourselves. We don't have faith. That's very unfortunate. We don't have faith that we can become better. We don't have faith. We have tons of reasons that why you are not good. We have tons of reasons, and we believe in them. We believe in them. Precious Tanjo Dindinya Tarisms. According to Georgia practice, Tanjo Dindinya Tarisms. Somehow it happens. You go to one somehow. Somehow you go to one. If you waste, just slip through your hand doing nothing. If that precious human life slip through your hand doing nothing, what that means doing nothing? What do you mean doing nothing? Making miserable. Making it miserable and not taking the best out of this precious human life. Why is not taking the best out of this? In the beginning, you don't realize this is precious. You don't realize the precious. You don't realize it's precious. That's why you are not taking essence. That's why we are not taking the best out of this, because we don't see the precious. We don't see the precious. So even the object, once we realize, oh, this is so precious, this is like, this is antique, this has like hundreds of years of history, this precious. Oh, we take care of them very seriously. Why? We see the value. We don't see value here. There's no value. That's why we waste. No, we are not worried. We are not worried about wasting this because we don't see any value. No good, no good. Very reason, right after the Guru devotions, the first topic, the Lamrim begin with precious human life. There's a reason, there's a proper reason. We don't see any value here. We don't see any value. Then top of that, not just that, top of that, we think, oh yeah, we are going to be here forever. Ignorance, pure ignorance. There's no valid base to support that idea. It's just idea. In reality, that we don't have confidence that we are going to be here tomorrow. We don't have confidence. In reality, we don't have confidence. We have ideas. We don't have confidence. In the meanwhile, we see all the time. People are leaving the world all the time, regardless of age. People are leaving this world all the time. And meanwhile, you are thinking you are going to be here forever. Oh, no. So in order to shape this life, in order to make this life, in order to get the most out of this life, we need to shape this life. So, and it requires some knowledge, some profound knowledge in order to shape this life. Tanjo Dindanya about Tarisms. Tonglo Shona Shindunya Kaves. If this slips through your hand by doing nothing, means doing nothing good for yourself, then of course good for others. If this life slips through your hand, doing nothing good for yourself, if you can't do anything good, you can't do good for others. It's impossible. If this precious human life slips through your hand doing nothing, then this is very difficult to find. Believe or not, this is not easy to find, difficult to find. You may have idea, oh, this piece of cake, ignorance. Oh, I'm going to waste this life, I'm hoping to get another one. That's not skillful. That's not smart way to think. Why you don't use this now? You already have one. Use that, then you could get another one better. If this life just slipped through your hand doing nothing good for yourself, that's great lost. That's what Lama Tsongkhapa said in the Georgia practice, like Tonglo Shona Shindunya Kaves. Day and night. Think how you can help yourself. Day and night, think how you can help yourself. Then you are kind of requesting, please bless me able to do this. Please bless me able to do this. Bless me able to do this. You're not asking, oh, please bless me to get bigger house. No, you're not. You're asking, please bless me able to do this. No, able to do this. Please bless me able to see this very life that I have is a precious. And please bless me to see very clearly. I don't have confidence that I will be here tomorrow. That's the reality. That's the reality. That's the fact. That's not ignorance. That's not ignorance. That's how you shape your life. That's how you shape your life. That's how you produce healthy mind. That's how you produce healthy mind. Oh, very important. Okay, all my friends. So it's something that is need to be think again and again. And before the beginnings, you may put a lot of effort. Then it become, before it's like artificial. Then it's become non-artificial. Then it's spontaneous. It becomes spontaneous. Minute you wake up, you are thinking about how to take essence out of this precious human life. A result of meditating on precious human life. Next time when you wake up, then your first thought that rises in your mind is thinking how to take essence out of this precious human life. How to make the most out of this life that I see is a precious. The next time you wake up, the first thought that rises in your mind is to not to waste this precious human life, and you remember that your life is precious, and day and night, and you are thinking, and day and night you are thinking about how to help yourself, how to liberate yourself from all the problems, all the complications that you experience from beginning this time. And you are thinking very seriously how to liberate yourself. And day by day, and try to subdue positive, negative thought, increase positive thought, like that. Then the next day, first time when you wake up, then you think about the first thought that rises, how to take essence or most out of this precious human life. And then that's good, so. And that will take care of like low self-esteem, self-hatred, very unfortunate. Looking down on yourself, thinking that your life is not worth it, thinking that your life has no meaning, all of that will disintegrate, all of that will subdue, because you realize the very life that you have is precious. That you make sure this precious doesn't slip through your hand by doing nothing. Then you take causality very seriously. Take causality very seriously. Why? Because you don't have confidence that you're going to be here tomorrow. If that's the case, what follows after that? Nothing. Your house? No. Your body? No. What follows? Merit, positive energy, merit. Positive action, verbal positive actions is important. Mental positive action, very important. Physical positive actions, very important. And end of the day, that's what's matter. What do you mean positive, verbal positive, mental positive, physical positive? if that's benefiting you, if that's making your life more healthy, it's making other people's life easier, that's what it means. That's exactly what it means, taking essence, the most out of this precious human life. Guarding three doors, body, spirit, mind, guarding, looking at them very closely, very closely. Oh, sake of your own happiness. You do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Why you're doing that? Because you realize this is precious. You don't want, you are fully aware, make sure this precious doesn't slip through your hand by doing nothing. Oh, like that, okay? So very, very, very important, like having a faith in yourself. It's hard. I don't blame you. Sometimes you say, oh, how? It's not piece of cake, it's not easy, but it's hard. But it is the right path. It's the right path, the right approach to see this is precious. Even though it's hard to see the precious, we have to walk. We have to walk. So we all have to, okay. 단조 된다냐 봐 다리상 동로 쇼나 신도 니에가베 ninze kondo chuji dawai tenjeni mo lamba chinjolo. Please bless me to take the most out of this precious human life. Please bless me to see this life as a precious. That's why you are requesting blessing to transform, because right now the thought about myself is all negative. Please transform their thought. That's why I'm begging, that's why I'm requesting your blessing to transform this attitude that I have towards myself. The way I think about myself is all negative. So if like this life slipped through my head like this kind of thought, is completely waste. Great lost. Because why is great lost? Because it's not easy to find. It's not easy to find. That's why I said, that's why one of the Dharma masters said, my precious previous life, giving me this such a wonderful gift, and you are begging to this life, please don't throw me off the cliff. You're begging to yourself, don't throw me off the cliff. How? Being pessimistic. Oh, that's how you throw. Oh, so this is very important. Okay, all my friends here. So I've said this many times. So I think you also probably read Lamrim many times. I myself read many times. Now the question is, are we getting it? Do we get it? Do we get? That's how you say? Huh?
Yes, Geshe-la. Are you getting it? Do you get it? That's good.
Yeah. Are you getting it? If not, time to read it again. Don't think, oh, I already read. Doesn't matter. You are not getting it. If you read, doesn't matter. Oh, I heard many times. Or looking for something new. For what? Just collect information, become like computers. I think I'm qualified to say this because I did study 20 plus years in the monastery. I become Gishi, one of the best Gishi, Dharma. So realize just learning is not going to change anything. It's not going to change it because we are not getting it. We're just learning. We are not getting it. How many times you heard Lamrim? How many times, now questions, how many times you thought about that your life is precious? How many times you thought about that? If the answer is none, not good news. Oh, I heard Lamrim only one time. How many times you thought about precious human life? Every single day. Oh, you get it. You are getting it. What Lama Tsongkhapa said in Lamrim, you are getting it. Even though you heard only one time. Now the main question is, are you getting it? Are you getting it? If not, so they need to think again, think again, think again, think again, till next morning when you wake up, the first thought that rises in your mind is precious human life. Very good, very good. So day and night, you are thinking about how to help yourself. Very good. Day and night, you are thinking, thinking how to get the most out of this precious human life. Very good, very good. These are all Lamrim practice, Lamrim practice. Therefore, reciting, studying, reading, mantra, recitation, all of that, dedicating that towards dedicating that towards liberation, full enlightenment, this is all good. Then creating merit, you know. So then, you end of the day, you feel good. You feel good. You feel like your life has meaning. You feel like your life is worth to live. Even like one single breath, breathing you are taking in and out, has meaning. It has meaning. Your breathing has meaning. Every breath that you taking in and out has meaning. So then, then it's good. So that's how then, that's healthy mind. That's healthy mind. So I'm just, encouraging all my friends. So make sure that, we don't waste our time. Every Sunday morning we get together here, talk about something nonsense, then nobody get any benefit, So we need to think seriously, think seriously. That doesn't mean like, you become unhappy person, like not like that. We need to take this Lamrim teaching as serious as possible. As serious as possible. And this idea that you are going to be here tomorrow is like deceiving, how you say, deceiving. I don't get any benefit out of that. It doesn't get any benefit out of that. Or do good things. Oh, this could be the last day. If you have choice, what are you going to do? Something good or something negative? You choose. Oh, if you choose something good, so then, that's how you shape your life, okay? 단저든데 뭐 다리서 동로서나 신도니까베 이제 건도 추주자와 된전님벌레 맞힌절로 된전님벌레 맞힌절로 So then with that kind of with that kind of practice, then if you can learn more, so then it's good. You can learn more, you can study more, you can increase your amount of your practice. You increase because it makes you happy, it makes you feel good. Of course, when you do practice, it makes you feel good, So then you decide, okay, then you feel like, oh, my life is very much blessed by, this Lama Tsongkhapa teaching, Shakyamuni Buddha's teaching about bodhicitta, about, shunyata. My life was very much blessed, So then say like, then you feel great, you feel very good, you feel fortunate. Before this breath ceases, you have some understanding. You have some understanding, you manage to get some understanding of Dharma, some understanding of bodhicitta, some understanding of shunyata, or some understanding of Vajrayana teaching. Then you kind of like, even though you are not able to actualize actual realization, but you manage to get some understanding. That you feel grateful that before this breath ceases, that you manage to get some understanding about Lama Tsongkhapa teachings, the importance of Lama Tsongkhapa teachings, the importance of Lamrim teachings. Then you manage to get to know something that you are grateful. Then that kind of motivated to learn more, contemplate, and like, then what you call the last one, what's called? Simulation or like interrogations.
Yes, Geshe-la, integration.
Interrogations.
Yes.
That's critical. Interrogation, that's critical. That's critical, okay? No, so then what else? So, what else? So maybe your ear is tired of hearing the same thing again and again. Now, as I said, questions. Whenever you feel like that, oh, I heard this more than 1,000 times, please ask yourself questions. Are you getting it? If you are not getting it, then the question, what is the point? What is the point? What is the point? The first place, what is the point of learning? The first place, what is the point? Oh, my idea is just to become scholar. Then that's your decision. But Lamrim is not taught to become you to become just scholar. That's not the purpose of the Lamrim teaching is to you become expert. That's not the purpose. That's not the Lama Tsongkhapa intention is you to just become expert. If that's your idea, I respect, that's up to you, that's your decision. There's nothing to say. Nothing to say. No, nothing to say. Oh. The first place, if your intention is to tune this life inside out. So then the question is, are you getting it? That's the important question. Are you getting it? That's the important question. If you're not getting it, what I need to do, need to think again. Same thing. Or the first banana bread doesn't turn out very well, or you give up, it's your choice. If you give up, oh, too difficult, no one try. Or if Nili can make it good, why not I can make it good? Same thing. So talk to Nili, how she does. And how many times she made. She's probably not going to say, I just made it one, I become expert. No. But she'll tell you step by step. Then you have hopes, oh, maybe, then you could say, remember the first time when I came here, Stephanie is teaching me how to type. I told this example many times. Idea is to type without looking at keyboard. I say impossible. That's impossible. Even though somebody's doing it, I feel like it's impossible. Even though you see somebody doing it, even though you see Milarepa did it, Angulimala, who killed 999 people, did it. We see, but we don't believe. It's impossible. Slowly. Now you did it. Now it's not really big deal like that. Now the question is, yeah. Okay, so the first place, the point. What's the point? What's the point? That's important. What is the point? What is the point? Why? Why you are reciting mantra? Why? Maybe you have some goal. Maybe you have some goal. Otherwise, you don't do things without reason. Why you do? Why? That question needs to be answered. Why in the first place? Why you do? Because I want to X, Z, and Y. So then based on that, yeah. If Angulimala can do, if Milarepa can do, we can do. So you have to just have to have faith in yourself. Faith in yourself. That's why Shantideva said in the Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, the very beginning, if somebody here looking for something new, Shantideva said, I have nothing to offer. Whatever I'm going to say here is already been said. Already been said. Who? By Shakyamuni Buddha. I have nothing to say. If somebody looking for very poetry way, as a poetry way of writing, poetic way of writing, you are not going to benefit. There's nothing poetic here. If you are looking for something new, there's nothing new. So, just that, just meditating on precious human life every single day. You are practicing Lamrim. You are practicing Lamrim. If you are thinking something good about yourself, you are practicing Lamrim. Why I said that, that's the very beginning of the topic of the Lamrim. That's why I said, you are practicing Lamrim. So then, of course, that it will get better and better, slowly, not overnight, slowly, it will get better and better. Mind become healthier and healthier and healthier. So then you get immense benefit, okay? So we should not forget the point. So, why we become lazy? Why we postpone? Why we stall? How is the why stall? Why we stall? Why we become lazy? Idea. You're going to be here forever. That idea is deceiving. Why I'm wasting my life? Why am I wasting life? You don't understand. You don't get it. This life is precious. Once you see this something very precious, you are not going to waste it. You are not going to waste it. Because why you're wasting it? Because you don't see this is something very precious. That's why why become lazy? Why just postpone, like putting up? Why I'm putting up? Did not realize that you don't have. I'm going to say you. I don't have confidence that I'm going to be here tomorrow. I don't have confidence. Not realizing that. That's why I postponed. I just put up. No, tomorrow. So there's no shaping your life. So then, this is important. So then that's how your practice will have substance. Because you don't have confidence that you're going to be here tomorrow. You don't have confidence. You have idea. Everybody's idea. That idea follow very last minute. You still hope that you're going to live. That idea is deceiving. It does not mean that you should not think, So it does not mean it's kind of complicated. Does not mean like you decide. I'm just telling you. Then you are the one to decide which one is more beneficial. Thinking I'm going to be here forever, or that thought follows till last minute. That thought is there. It's not going to help. Or now thinking seriously, analyzing seriously, do I have confidence that I'm going to be here tomorrow? If not, so then don't make this life miserable. Don't make it miserable. Make it miserable. Because you have no clue how long you're going to be here on this planet. While you are here, better to get the most out of it. Make it worth it. Like that. Okay. Otherwise, so especially in 21st century, there are so many things that could easily disturb your mind. You just open turn on TV, what do you hear? They're not talking about precious human life. They're talking about who said what and what said what, what did that. They're not, you have choice. You have choice, like, if they are talking about precious human life all the time on the television, I think we are already better up. So like people mind get very disturbed by watching news. Like that. Anyway, so finally that we are responsible. We are moral responsible. We are moral responsible to make this life precious as it's said in Lamrim, to recognize. Okay, to recognize. Oh yeah. So there's nothing much to say. So that's what I want to say today. There's nothing much to say. That's what I would like to say today. Any question, Thomas? Any question there?
There was one from last week, Geshe-la. Let me find it. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong place. The question was, how do we minimize grasping at self? When we get angry or sad or happy, do we say, oh, anger has arisen instead of I'm mad or I'm sad?
Alex. Donation. Alex, donation. Contribution.
I guess focusing on others helps. Focus too much on yourself.
Focusing on other. Oh,
yes.
Very good. So the question is, when you get angry,
yes, instead of saying I'm mad or I'm sad, say, oh, anger has arisen, or oh, sadness has arisen.
very good. Very good. Yeah, Alex says focus on others. So yeah, so that's not really a question, it's more like statement. Huh?
Yes, I think they answered their own question.
Yeah, that's good for me. So you ask questions, then you answer yourself. That's very good. So everybody here answer. That's very good. Yeah, that's very good. Actually, very good point. Instead of saying I'm mad, I'm angry. Yeah, very good. Anger rise. That's that's a step. That's a very good step. What else? What time is now? What time is it?
Time is almost up, Geshe-la. There's about 4 minutes.
Okay, all my friends here. So that you come here every Sunday. I greatly appreciate it, and I very much wish and hope that we all, including myself, we all see our life as something very precious. Sooner than later. I very much hope and pray, including myself, we all, whatever ways, reviewing Lamrim in daily basis, contemplating while you are reviewing them, contemplating, and very much hope, whether it's based on foundation of all the good qualities, whether it is based on Lamrim part in Guru Puja, whether it is based on 8 verses thought transformations, whether it is based on 3 principal aspects of the path to enlightenment, whether it's based on Song of Experience or Brief Lamrim composed by Lama Tsongkhapa. So I very much hope and pray that we will, sooner than later, we will see that the very life that you have is something very precious. Then the second step, then we will make sure this precious life doesn't just slip through our hand by doing nothing. So there will be great loss. There will be great, great loss. So then may we all day and night think how to help ourselves and also think how to get the most out of this precious human life and beg this life don't throw off the cliff. Produce another one. Continue my learning knowledge, continue the so something like that. That's what I pray. So you do the same thing, okay? So with that, then we'll end the class. All right.
Let's read the dedication verses. Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food, may the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be free from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, or as long as sentient beings remain, until then, may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Now the long life prayers, starting with one for His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good, all-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, one with great patience received the name Avatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. You who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, savor of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha. 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 Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha.
Just go, Alhamdulillah, we have a few minutes to recite the dedication you made. So just say our merit, okay? That's our merit. They're beautiful dedications. So please, you can join your heart. You don't have to say it. You can just join your heart. Alhamdulillah will read.
Due to the merit of our practice, all sentient beings be free of every problem, every complication, pain, suffering, natural disasters, man-made disasters, pollution, sewage, poisons, and harm. May they have every happiness and joy, and may whatever they want or desire be placed close beside them. May they have every leisure, opportunity, richness, wealth, and resources. May they give and receive loving kindness, support, care, compassion, great compassion, bodhicitta. May they realize emptiness in and out of meditated equipoise without resistance. May their environment transform into a pure land, wish-fulfilling trees. May they liberate themselves from samsara in this very lifetime. And when they pass away from this life, may they be born on a lotus with qualities complete and become a vessel for the transmission of any or each of the Buddhas in the Buddha fields, receiving direct teachings from them, and cause them great delight until they attain the full and perfect enlightenment.
So there's a wishful tree did mention in the teachings called Paksam Gishing. So when you read the Shantideva's Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, chapter number 10, the dedications has been mentioned in that chapter number 10, dedication prayers. So that tree has been mentioned there, wishful trees called Paksam Gishing, okay? Just for the sake of knowledge, it's not just, Alhamdulillah just made it up. It's all in the Shantideva's chapter number 10, dedication. Most of you are aware. Okay, thank you very much. And very good to see you here. And be safe and well and have a wonderful weekend. Okay.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Geshe-la.
much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Geshe-la.
Donna. Thank you, Lamla.
Oh, yeah.